the following presentation of the National Football League.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos take the field behind their third-year QB, who has really come into his own, leading Denver to the AFC title game last season, Bo Nix.
Was an immediate starter as a rookie and continued to grow as the Broncos advanced to the AFC Championship game last year. Expectations this season, get to the Super Bowl.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing Nix. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Nix. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nix from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Chiefs offense ready to take the field with none other than the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the way.
Boy, it's great to see him back on the field after tearing his ACL last season. And most people know about the ability. We've seen it for so long. Never forget about the determination. I expect him to get back to elite play and fast.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mahomes going to throw. Pass complete to Royals. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now here's Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jaquan McMillan there in coverage.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To the left side, he's got Royals. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Nix to the air. They'll go to Franklin here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Nix going to give to Harvey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. From the gun on third down. Nix. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on the punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Still 1st down.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Motion man right is Rice. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When a defense blitzes like that, they're trying to cause chaos, but the quarterback, he was as calm as can be. He saw the blitz and got it out of his hand quickly to pick up the 1st.
And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. So that a potential lifeline offensively. It gets them out of harm's way deep in their own end.
You nailed that one perfectly, because those are the kind of mistakes that give defense coordinators fits. They make a good play, and they let them off the hook.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the
no
play.
Gain on the play there. 2nd down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 11 yards for number 11.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Royals, 28 yards. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And coming out now, the Broncos. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try to run some offense that way?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll go play action with Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
To the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Nix. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide him.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 36, Mahomes. On the out route, he's got Thornton. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And a loose football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Mahomes going to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And you see what they've done with some of these recent drives, and their aggressiveness last time came back to haunt them a little bit. Turnover on downs, hoping for a better result this time around. Looking to put a drive together. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. They'll roll him out right. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. On the handoff, Harvey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Out left and complete to Thornton. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Second and 3 at the 40-yard line.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd down, Smith. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos about set to go on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Rolling to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. To throw is Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
7 on the play. First down, Denver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. A first carry now for Jonah Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are back within a score. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, rookie, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They begin with a run by Smith. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. This now a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is caught. He finds Royals. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Mahomes now to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd down and 5.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
27-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the AFC champs, the New England Patriots. And it's the tight end, Elijah Arroyo. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Seahawks raise their Super Bowl banner and begin the new season the same way they ended last season, with a win over the Patriots. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's arguably the league's top tandem, Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase. A perfect throw, 19 yards for the score. Lastly, let's check out the impact player from this opening slate of games of 2026, and it's this man. And this is the Pro Bowler from a season ago, Justin Herbert. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ballgame, he also added a rushing touchdown for good measure. The Chargers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. With that, a look at what's already transpired and what's still to come in a busy first week of the new season. Meanwhile, our game has lived up to the hype. Just a field goal separates these two teams. 10-7 your score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in the second half as we are about to get underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes this one to Thornton. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. Following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play,
so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown,
Jalen Royals, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Nix to the air. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 20.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now it's Nix. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And it looked like it marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots. And right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
2nd and 7. Throwing Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Broncos 14.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, Nix sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw is Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
one of the linebackers has got it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now back to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score. Broncos.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man, it's Thornton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To Tyquan Thornton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The slot man in motion right. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs, 17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
We're back now in KC. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Here's Smith to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Completes this one to Thornton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Handoff, running left, Smith. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to down. The pitch goes to Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
6-yard loss.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Nix. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. To throw. Here's Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Coleman will try up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 40-yard line.
Now it's Nix. And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white. Tried to throw at it. Successful He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 15.
A first down carry for Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A give to Smith out of the gun.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second and 7, Mahomes. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys trail here in the second half, and things haven't gone quite their way, so that makes this upcoming possession an important one to not let this deficit get any worse. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. The Chiefs now are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On play action, here's Nix. He'll buy some time right. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
No, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
31.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 11. 2:22 on the clock. Deuce is wild. They're down to 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Mahomes. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.